I caught my husband with the 24-year-old college girl from next door. Alright, Reddit, strap in for this one. I've been a long-time lurker here, but today, I decided it's my turn to share my little slice of reality with you all. You've been my digital family in the quietest of hours. Now it's time for some reciprocity. Here's the situation. I caught my husband cheating on me. Now before your imagination runs wild with soap opera-style scenarios, let me assure you, reality is a lot more mundane, and yet so much more devastating. We're both 30, and we're far from the carefree, college-fueled days of yore. We're adults. We have jobs, responsibilities, heck, we even have a mortgage. You'd think that's enough to keep a man's attention, wouldn't you? Well, apparently not. One day, I came home early from work, looking forward to a quiet evening with Ted, my husband. The house was silent, save for some soft murmuring from the living room. Walking in, I found him lounging on our couch, his head all leaned back like he was the king of the castle. But there was something amiss, the smirk on his face, the sweat on his brow, the stupid look in his eyes. And that's when I noticed it. That's when I saw her, the neighbor's 24-year-old college daughter, kneeling right in front of him, her hair all messy and disheveled. OMG. The words left my mouth before I could stop them. I could have killed him. Rage doesn't quite cover what I felt at that moment. I yelled at the girl, out. Now, I was shaking, but I held my ground. She scurried away, leaving me with my not-so-innocent husband. Then came the moment of reckoning. I turned to Ted, my voice shaking with rage. What the hell, Ted? What the actual hell is wrong with you? His eyes, those same eyes that I had looked into with love for the past 10 years, didn't have an ounce of regret in them. Instead, he had the audacity to say, you weren't taking care of my needs, Lisa. His needs. Oh, that set me off. I had always been there for him. I had taken care of him when he was sick, held him when he was down, supported him when he lost his job. And here he was, accusing me of not taking care of his needs. I wanted to scream, to throw something, to make him understand the magnitude of his betrayal. Instead, I took a deep breath and said, excuse me, Ted. Your needs. What about my needs? What about our needs? You see, Reddit, between my full-time job, our side hustles, and just trying to keep up with the daily grind of life, I don't always have time or energy left at the end of the day to initiate anything. But I've always been responsive to him, never pushing him away when he came to me. But apparently, that wasn't enough. He wanted me to be the one to always initiate, to be the one to always keep the spark alive, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already, as if I was supposed to juggle everything else in life and also make sure I kept things revved up for him as well. What am I supposed to do, Ted? I asked him, my voice a mix of frustration and despair. Am I supposed to work 12 hours a day, come home, cook dinner, clean the house, and then be ready to jump your bones? Is that what you want? The silence that followed was deafening. He just sat there, looking like a guilty child who had been caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Now, I'm at a crossroads, Reddit. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I can forgive him, let alone forget. I don't know if I can trust him again. I don't know if I want to be with a man who would betray me so callously. I find myself asking, should I try to work it out with him? Should I fight for our marriage? Or should I walk away and start anew? And if I choose to work it out, when will this happen again? Can I live with that uncertainty? The worst part is, I can't help but blame myself. Maybe I should have tried harder. Maybe I should have been more attentive. Maybe I should have seen the signs. But then I remind myself, no, it's not my fault. I was doing my best. I was juggling so many responsibilities, and I thought we were a team. Ched was my partner. He was supposed to understand, to support me, to help me carry the weight, not add to it. And now I feel like I need a giant checklist posted somewhere in the house, and at the end of every single day, I need to have a checkbox for take care of Ted's obsession, so I can check it off as well. I'm going to take some time for myself now, to reevaluate my entire life and make a decision. I know that most people eventually find someone else, so maybe, if we go through this early, we'll be good for the rest of our lives. Or maybe I'll just take my turn if and when it comes up. I don't know quite yet, but what I do know is, I deserve better. I deserve someone who respects me, who values me, who cherishes me. I deserve to be happy. So, that's my story, Reddit. It's raw, it's real, and it's mine. And I'm sharing it here in the hopes that someone out there, someone who might be going through something similar, finds some solace in knowing they're not alone. And to those who have been in my shoes, I'm asking you, how did you cope? How did you make the decision to stay or leave? This is uncharted territory for me. I've always been the strong one, the one who had everything figured out. But now, I feel lost, hurt, and unsure of what the future holds. I'm scared, Reddit. I'm scared of losing the life I had envisioned for us. I'm scared of starting over. I'm scared of being alone. What should I do? Wowzers. Ladies, what would you have done in this situation? What advice would you offer her? Guys, what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.